Hey butterflies, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be your pick a card reading entitled What's Next. So you got a choice between pile number 1 or pile number 2. Pile number 1 is frankincense, or the frankincense oil, and pile number 2 is the tea tree oil. So you have a choice between either one, or you can choose both if you feel drawn to. Okay, I'm going to give you a moment to choose. I hope all has been well with you, butterflies, also, just to add that. Okay, let's go to pile number 1. Now, bearing in mind, this reading is going to cover not just one area. You know, it's going to maybe talk about love, work, friendships, family life, etc. Let's just see what Spirit wants you to know. What's next for my pile number 1, please? Okay, let's see who. Okay, so we got the 9 of Swords, the Death card, the 10 of Swords, the 6 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, Page of Wands, Two of Swords, Queen of Cups. So I'm not going to lie, pile number 1, the first row seems a little bit dark and rigid. It's the feeling that I'm getting, dark, rigid. I'm hearing that some of you could be experiencing this now. There could have been a breakup between yourself and a love partner, because these cards all represent couples, and the Page of Wands is on his own. You know, Page of Wands represents Aries to me. Aries rules the first house in the zodiac house chart, and Aries is all about being seen independent. So you could either be going through a breakup right now, or this could be on the cards, and I don't feel you will be shocked about the situation, because you could be aware that yourself and your person are not getting on. You and your person may have separated, and you could both be on, you know, say a trial to see how things are going, or if we can work the situation out. And I feel for some of you that you or this other person may decide that there's no going back. The situation has caused you nothing but stress. For some of you, you've been with this individual since you were much younger than you are now. You've been with them for maybe 16 years, maybe 6 years, and you see this person as your one true love. And Spirit is saying that the situation ended a long time ago, but you may have been holding on to how things used to be. I'm also hearing their potential, but I feel like you could have still been holding on to how the relationship used to be, when things were new, when things were fresh, when you were both getting to know each other. That's what you held on to. You may have disregarded, you know, the ebbs and flows of the actual connection throughout the years, because we know we always transform, we evolve, we're never the same. And the Spirit wants you to know that this is part of your awakening. This is part of your transformation. Yes, when we come, this is from my understanding as well, right? When we come into a relationship with someone, we do create a synergy. However, despite that fact, we still are ongoing our own spiritual journey separately. But because we are intertwined with that other person, and we combined our energies together to create another energy, i.e. a synergy, we just believe that whatever direction we're going in, that person unsubconsciously, either consciously or unsubconsciously, we believe these things, that person's going to follow suit, or vice versa. Then we can get into conflict of, oh, but I'm going down, we're supposed to be doing this now. You know, we have like a, how can I put it? We have like a mental book, like an imaginary book of how the relationship's supposed to go. We may not check in with the other person. And I remember watching this Jay Shetty interview. I think it was yesterday. I can't remember. He was having an interview with a diary of a CEO, and they were talking about relationships. And I can't remember what the diary of this. I think the diary of the CEO guy, I think his name's Steve or Steven. He must have asked Jay Shetty, and I love both guys. I think they're so intelligent. Like, I like intelligent guys. Right, I know there's a name for that, but I just like people that you can have amazing conversations with, you know, and that could have been the thing. Maybe you may have felt that, and I'm not projecting here, but I don't see any, you know, these are all mental cards. So maybe you felt like you can't communicate with this person effectively, whoever you were dealing with. You were requiring deep, emotional, penetrating communication with this person. This person would only let you go so deep, and it caused you a lot of anguish, or this could actually cause you a lot of mental anguish. The fact that you could be trying to push something that it's not. Maybe this is what you wanted. Yes, you have that emotional love and that passionate love with this individual, but mentally it's going to, I feel from looking at this reading, there's going to be some sort of realization that maybe mentally me and my person are not there. That's not to say that you can't be there with your person. You know, it could be a situation of having to come to an understanding that in this area of our relationship, it's not as strong as how I would like it to be. However, we can still work on it. But again, that's entirely up to you and the other person. But there's an energy of feeling like you were betrayed, like you were backstabbed in some way, like you felt like you could feel, or you could be feeling this now, like you have everything else, you have the emotional love, you have the passionate love of this individual, but mentally we're not there. And you may feel like you're going to have to come to some sort of crossroads. Do I continue with this connection? Please take what resonates, because I'm saying a lot of different things. Or do I end this connection despite the fact that we have this emotional connection and we've been with each other for a long time and we have this amazing passionate love life, but mentally we're not there? This connection could be quite toxic, where it, you know, words get lost in translation, and you could be at your wit's end, or this other person could be at their wit's end in regards to this. Some of you, I feel, could actually be leaving a relationship. You've come to the end of the road, or the relationship itself has come to the end of the road. But back to what I was saying about Jay Shetty and the Diary of a CEO guy. He asked Jay Shetty a question, the Diary of the CEO, and Jay Shetty said, correct me if I'm wrong, when you're in a relationship, you should ask the person at the beginning, and no one does. It's not, I'm not saying it word for word, but it's a, you know, I'm going to say how I remember it. He was basically saying couples don't actually ask, like, what is your plan in this relationship? You kind of go in head first with the relationship, and you have an idea of how you think the person would want to be within that relationship. This is a question that people should ask at the beginning of a relationship. But then some people may feel like if you do ask, you're going to feel like the other person may feel like you're giving them an interview. But I feel like it's very important. I've done that in my relationships before. Like, I always say, what's your 5-year plan? I even say that I even give myself a 5-year plan. And Jay Shetty also mentioned people don't ask themselves where they see themselves in years to come. Hence why they don't ask the person that they're with, where do they see themselves? And it's not about where do they see themselves in regards to being in, you know, individually. It's in regards to being in a relationship with you. But it's basically what he was saying is, somebody doesn't know where they see themselves in the future. How are they going to see themselves in their future with you? You know, because it also highlighted to me that some people may go with the flow, which maybe you may have been doing because you were with each other for so long. But then there's a realization, either there's going to be a realization that you don't want this relationship anymore, or you're coming to that realization, but there is going to be some sort of ending here. I feel maybe an ending of a way of being, and not suppressing your emotions, pretending that everything is fine, when realistically, mentally, you feel as if things have come to an end, but you could be holding on to the fact of, oh, but there might not be anyone out there for me like that, which is not true. And then it leads to looking at, why do you believe that there might not be anyone out there for you? Is it because you always wanted, and there's nothing wrong with it, is it because this is the only person that you were in a relationship with? Did this person say to you that you're never going to find anyone like me? Or is it because you don't view yourself to be worthy of a love that you desire and deserve? Because I feel like, number one, no relationship's perfect. That's the start. But number two, some needs should get met. There should be a compromise, yes, in a relationship. But if someone's not compromising, do we then over compromise ourselves and stay in a situation just to save face, just to say, oh, I'm in a relationship? These are some of the questions that may need to be asked, because I do feel like there's deep love here, there's deep passion here, but Spirit is saying that you will go your own way with the Page of Wands. He's independent. It's almost as if you will turn your back on a way of being. Maybe you held on so deeply to the fact that you and this individual were soulmates from maybe even a past life. You may have been engaged, you may have married this individual for some of you, but for others of you, I feel like this is the only person that you saw yourself with. But there's an energy of, there's a blockage here. Is a blockage of not wanting to acknowledge some sort of actual truth, which is emotions that have been repressed that now need to be expressed. You know, looking at things on a surface based level, not looking deeply to see, hold on a minute, this person doesn't tick all my boxes. I was shortchanging myself due to the fact of, we may have children together, we've been with each other from a long time, but I could be missing out on. It's coming to a realization of feeling the fear and doing it anyway, I feel, for you. So some of you could be wrapping up a relationship, leaving a relationship, or coming to a realization that there needs to be a change within a relationship in regards to communication. But this is the energy of you going it alone, seeking and finding what else is out there, I feel. We also have vanity. Yeah, this is about you putting yourself first, you know, with the Page of Wands, putting yourself first. And this is something that you may not have done before. You know, you could be going out more with friends, going to different environments. Some of you could connect with hearing an influential elder man, or some of you could connect with a man that is much older than yourself, someone that's mature, someone that has a lot of wisdom, is what I'm picking up as well. So this could also speak about you doing things that you may not have done before, if that makes any sense. Like, you could be in your singlehood, you could decide to separate from, and you could be in your singlehood now, and you could be taking people up on their offer. Oh, do you want to go out? Okay, sure. You know, and this is why we have the vanity card. It doesn't mean that you'll be in vain. This, to me, just indicates that you are now putting yourself first. There's something about holding a mirror up to. So maybe connecting with other people will then hold a mirror up to what you deem to be, I'm hearing efficient, I don't know why, but there's something about you connecting with other people will allow, you know, will reflect back on what you may have felt that you had, because you were just within some sort of bubble, and because you was in some sort of bubble, you deemed that bubble to be the be all and end all, and unsubconsciously you were being held back. But then it's an energy of you attracting like-minded people, where you can converse, where you can communicate effectively, where you're not being told. And that could have been a thing where you tried to connect with like your partner, or you know, you may have been told that you're selfish, you're only speaking about what you want to do. Your thoughts were not taken into consideration, whereas you will be connecting with other people that think alike. That's going to reflect back to you that, hold on a minute, I wasn't being selfish, I wasn't being vain. With the impatience card as well, I feel like this is Spirit's way of connecting you with other people who are going to want to reach out to you, who are going to want to communicate with you. I feel like you could actually, it's something about finding a new soul tribe. There's something about maybe meeting someone older than you. But this person doesn't have to be older than you, but there's someone that has a lot of wisdom and someone that's on your mental wavelength. And I feel like that's what's missing for you right now. And some of you could be single in the now, and this could be your energy. You could be yearning for a soulmate. You could be thinking, will I ever get these things? You may have gone through a breakup. And the second stage is, what's next is that you're still wanting to connect with someone, but you thinking that there's no one out there like that. And there's an energy of you having to do your shadow work, looking at your traits and how you may have acted within relationships, because it's easy to always blame the other person, right? But then when we have to take a look at ourselves and think, hold on a minute, well, I shouldn't have done that. It is uncomfortable, but it's about looking at your traits, you doing the shadow work, maybe getting counseling, therapy, journaling, meditation as well, right? And then unblocking. There's an energy of having to unblock, because look, she has the Two of Swords. That's about shutting yourself off. So there is an energy of your heart chakra maybe being blocked and maybe having to do healing around the heart chakra. I'm hearing your heart has been battered and bruised, and on one hand you want to meet someone and connect with someone, on the other hand you may feel as if there's no one out there like that for you, that you are going to connect with mentally. You are in a phase of your life where you want a mental, to be in a relationship, yes, but to have a mentally stimulating conversation with a partner. And for some of you, you may not be looking for a partner. You may feel like, I can find that in someone else. You may want to have a friend that you can have a mental connection with. And I feel more so for some of you, I'm going to be honest, it's more to do with a love relationship. You may be looking back on what you settled for in the past. It's not just about looks. It's not just about the butterflies. I want someone that's going to get me mentally, victim. I feel like you may have been a victim of a relationship, in a relationship. Or you may be looking at how you and the other person were both victims. You and the other person were both suppressing each other in a way. Staying in a relationship knowing that you both was not giving the other person what they wanted. Maybe by you wanting more of a mental connection, this person made you feel as if you're asking for too much. You should be happy with the fact that you have a great sex life, or that you find each other attractive, or you go out, whatever the case is. Or by, there's something here of you both making each other the victim in the relationship, or guilt tripping each other because you both weren't fulfilling a need that the other person wanted. Perfection, yeah. Looking at your, I feel like realizing that not everyone's perfect, and realizing that with the perfection card right here, everyone's doing the best that they can do. You are doing the best that you can do, and being okay with that. And if you felt like you were in the victim energy, healing from that. And there's no disputing you possibly could have been in that, because I feel like for some of you, you may have done a lot for this individual only to feel as if this person didn't appreciate you, or they ended things abruptly, or there was something here that you felt that you didn't get out of a relationship. But But Spirit doesn't want you to hide who you are, you know, because this is the green card. The green card represents the heart chakra. And with this card right here, it's almost like you've closed your heart off. There's a fear here. And I'm hearing like, just because one experience has let you down doesn't mean that you are not deserving, or there's not a second chance for you to experience a real type of love. But that real type of love has to come from you first. So I feel like what's next for you is working on yourself, working on unblocking your heart and treating, because my heart's feeling quite heavy now. Like I feel that you could have been deceived by a person, and they may have tricked you into thinking that it was going to be something that it wasn't, and you may have left the connection feeling like you left without nothing. But I feel like you left with a newfound sense of self, or you've learned something about yourself. You may have learned that it's not just about things that are 3D, it's so much more. And this relationship has taught you that you desire so much more, you are deserving of so much more, and you will gain that so much more. There's nothing wrong with you wanting what you wanted, but you were made to feel like you're asking for too much. You may have been asking for too much from the wrong person, because there's going to be a miracle. I feel like there's going to be a breakthrough for you. I don't know, I'm hearing March for some reason, but there's going to be some sort of breakthrough for you, where you do establish a connection with somebody that's got a lot of wisdom, very wise. And you may meet this person whilst you are out. You may do something different. This is going to be, you may meet this person around friends, or there's someone could be a guest speaker. They could come into the area. You can go to a function and you connect with this person. But it's almost like you and this person are going to have that strong mental connection. It's going to be instant. And this is the type of person that is going to understand you. This is a very mercurial, strong connection. I feel that you're going to meet that person. And this person could be someone that's like a life coach. This person could be like a guru, spiritual guru. This person could be a love partner. But this is the person that I feel you're going to meet. And someone that may have had the same type of life as you, or just someone that understands what you're talking about. And this person, I feel, will let you see that no, you were not being vain or being selfish about wanting such and such, whatever you wanted out of the life you wanted, because this person would have gone through either similar to you, or they'll just get you mentally. This is a person I feel that will empower you, that will, you know, respect you. This is a person I feel that will be part of your self-love journey as well. So for some of you, you could see a motivational speaker or a life coach or something, or this could be your energy. You can go into this field because of the experiences that you went through. It's going to force you, or push you, I should say, to go out there and help others after helping yourself. Is what I feel. You will be a miracle to other people because of the experiences that you've learnt from. You've turned your pain into profit. For some of you, you will be doing that after some sort of breakup, some sort of ending that took place in your life. You will use the healing that you've done for yourself and then use that to help others. For some of you, I feel like you will connect with somebody. This could be platonic. I'm feeling more platonic, but I feel like if it's a romantic relationship, it will have that strong platonic vibe, where you and this person, despite the fact of, you know, it will be more of a mental connection and mental attraction that you feel for each other, with you coming to that realization of you can have it all. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I wasn't expecting that, but please like, share and subscribe, and please let me know how that resonated with you, and I'll speak to you soon. Let's go to pile number 2. What's next for pile number 2? Introspection. Okay. Okay, alright. Okay. You know why it's 7 cards? I feel like for you, pile number 2, we've got the Hermit, we've got the King of Wands, 7 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 3 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune, 8 of Swords, right? What's next for you is that you may actually go with him and do some shadow work and do some healing work. Or I feel for some of you, there has been someone that has shown, has shown a side to you that you do not like. There's someone that has been quite sneaky. I'm hearing vindictive, but I don't feel like they're vindictive. This person could be a Sagittarius. We've got Sagittarius here, and we've got Leo. But I feel like someone may have, hearing swerved, someone may have, well, this could be you. You may have left someone, and, or you may have left someone, or this could be the thing. Someone may have left, or someone may leave, which could cause some sort of heartbreak and pain, but it will lead to a new realization about a situation. With this reading, it was intentional about what will happen next, but I feel the feelings I feel is what has happened and what will happen next after this situation has happened. So I feel like someone could have left you in a time of need where you really needed some sort of support and some sort of good luck. You know, you may have felt like things were just going wrong in your life and someone just left you. So there's energy here of abandonment, but energy here of you feeling forced to do the inner work. You feeling like, I can't actually rely on anyone. The only person I can rely on is myself and God, or whoever you believe in. It's really made you see that despite of the fact that feeling that you needed someone, the only person you really need is yourself and whoever you believe in. This situation was only has fueled you to do the inner work. Maybe the inner work and shadow work was put on the back burner due to the exterior of the 3D, the outer distractions of the 3D, right? But because this has been highlighted, some sort of shady behavior done by others, you may decide that you don't want no parts. You are in an energy of, or you will be in an energy of not taking people as just face value. Sorry if I got tongue tied there. As not taking people as just face value. All that glitters is not gold. It's about what's underneath. You are going to come to the realization, or you're coming to that realization of finding that sometimes I don't need to see what's underneath to know if a person is rotten. So unfortunately, pile number 2, you could be coming to a realization of seeing that just because something looks good on the outer doesn't mean that underneath is in alignment with myself and my values. Not to say that I'm perfect, not to say that, but I'm on a journey of self-development. I'm on a journey of being authentic, of connecting to my true north node, or to my true node. I'm on a journey of not being imprisonment of a projection of how others want me to be. I'm on a journey of connecting to myself and trying to connect through source. And in order for me to connect to source, not through source, in order for me to connect to source, I have to connect with myself. I'm forced to, and I don't feel obligated. In some regards, some of you may feel that you're being forced to connect with yourself. This is something you may not have wanted to do. Not everyone feels comfortable with learning truths about themselves, but you will move towards that healing passage, and it will be a passage of it will be a you'll be self-isolating in a sense, but also this is a passage that you will have to go alone, solely, to sit in a pain, to sit in the feelings of rejection, of heartbreak, of how someone could betray you. And once you are going through that motion, it's going to lead to a breakthrough. There is a feeling of you feeling abandoned. And for some of you, you could be this energy. You could be abandoning someone. You could feel like you're not ready for a relationship yet. You want to be alone. You need to be alone. And it's a realization that, hold on, I'm not the person that I thought I was. So it's leaving somebody because you may have been on this quest of, I have to be the person they want me to be, but then you'll be forced to connect with what you really want. It's about maybe people pleasing and coming out of that energy of people pleasing. This is not what I want. This could also be in regards to your career. You could be in the forefront of your career. You could be in a leadership role where you're leading the team, where you may feel, I don't want to lead a team. I want to work for myself. Or you could be a business owner. You could be working in a company and you need time out. And you could actually do that. Because there's some healing that needs to be done. And you may feel like if you don't get a break, you're going to have a breakdown. So this need for healing is thrust upon you for a reason, because you were trying to repress something that needed to be dealt with, that needed to be looked at. And also, this is also saying you're going to come to a realization of, I always felt that in order to handle my grief, handle my disappointment, I needed to place those feelings and thoughts in other people's hands, and they were going to fix it for me. Some people have turned their back. Some people have shown that they were just a smiling face. There was no substance. They were never there. There's no walk cards here. They were never there emotionally for you. And this exposure has forced you to come to your own rescue. This exposure has forced you to also isolate from these individuals that just come as a smiling, shiny package. You could be healing from this person that betrayed you. You're gaining clarity, and you could be cutting these people off, but it's only going to lead to a breakthrough. This is like financial stability. For some of you, travel, success in your career also. But again, like part number one, some sort of healing is going to have to be done, and a removal from these types of energies. So what's next for you is removing yourself from these types of energies, removing yourself from any devious, any manipulative, toxic, narcissistic type of personalities, especially people in positions of power or who place themselves in leadership positions of power. This person could be a Leo, a Sagittarius, a Virgo, a Libra, some moon, rising Mars or Venus, or you could be of these signs. So just removing yourself from these types of energies and not being, in a way, and also forgiving yourself for believing in these types of people. We have perseverance. We've got two females there, so this could be like you finding that self-love, because the orange represents the sacral chakra. So finding your happiness again through your creativity, getting in touch with hidden talents that you didn't know persisted, persevering throughout the struggle, throughout everything that you've been through, discovering yourself again, discovering your own healing, connecting to your self-worth. Let me get the door. That was my daughter. 1 second. My son's gonna get it. Okay, so discovering that, again, going through that self-discovery, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to land you where you need to be, okay? Because this discovery card is red, and red represents the root chakra, the base, what makes us stable, okay? And looking at what makes me feel unstable, what makes me feel stable in order for me to grow. Not having these types of energies around me, because I feel like these people made you feel unstable, or whoever this individual was. You wanted to be more stable. This can also lead to, for some of you, how am I going to connect? How am I going to make myself more financially stable? For some of you, that could be the case of what I just mentioned about coming to some truths and realizations about you may not wanting to be in a long-term partnership, or you may not wanting to be that person in a partnership. This could be a friendship, this could be a love relationship. Please take what resonates, but also coming to a realization of, let's see, I am not that person that I thought I was. You know, I am not that person that I thought I wanted something long term. I am not that friend that I thought I was. It's coming to that realization and honouring it, you know, and working through that. Or you learning that this is not the type of person that I can rely on to support. You know, I have to stay away from these types of men. I have to stay away from these types of friendships. It's coming to a realization and understanding, which is going to, like I said, lead you to some sort of breakthrough of self-realization. Some of you may decide that you're going to do shadow work and just cut people off. I'm seeing you're going to be cutting people off. And these people may be quite shocked because they did not expect it. They may feel like you're sneaky. We've got a lot of source cards here, and I feel like there's been a lot of mental anguish, a lot of betrayals. But during this shadow work, you're going to start seeing some realizations about who can stay and who can go. And you may come to realize that you had your self-worth tied up in these people. And because you had your self-worth tied up in these people, it made them feel as if they could treat you any which way, which is not true. Realizing that, no, this enough is enough. This is not what I deserve. Empowering yourself. You know, there are people out there that will support you. Will they make all your pain go away? No, that's something that we have to do. That's an individual journey. But there are people that will support you. Whether that's your spirit guides, whether that's friends that are in alignment with you, you know, and it's about you moving towards your chair to sit down and put that crown back on your head, because along the way you may have felt lost, that you had lost your self-worth. And part of connecting back to your self-worth is connecting back to your creativity and not giving your power away. And this is going to be discovered again. To me, I feel like what's next for some of you is gaining money through your creativity, gaining money, abundance. I'm looking at the orange here. So this is all 5th house energy. We've got Leo here as well, and we've got Sag. So I feel like something that you are learning with that 9th house energy from Sagittarius, something that you are training at, something that you are learning, you are going to gain fame and success from it. So some of you could be at university, some of you could be learning a skill, perfecting a skill, and this is what's going to bring you success. There's still more to learn in this area. Just because you feel like you're in a situation where you've perfected your craft, no, there's still more to learn. And keep at it. Persevere with the perseverance card, because whatever path you are on is going to lead you to success. Yes, you may feel like it's taken you a long time. It's going to require you to dedicate your focus, your efforts. You're going to have to practice and practice and practice. You're going to have to maybe do little mini short courses, but in the end you're going to get to where you are supposed to go, and you could actually surpass all expectations with in the area of work that you are going to go in. So some of you are going to be in a leadership position as well. Some of you may decide to leave your role and go and work solo, or this to me feels like working on self-service, you know, focusing. Some of you may have somebody that could be quite ill, so you may have to help look after a grandmother or a mother or auntie, I feel. And this is also saying focus on your health as well, mental health and spiritual health and emotional health. And when you need a break, take time out to really focus on your health. Maybe to eat more oranges, I'm hearing, because I'm seeing a lot of oranges here. Vitamin C, because obviously winter's coming now. So focus on your health. Don't burn yourself out, but you may need to help support someone that is not feeling too well in the family. Renewal. So there's definitely going to be a renewal in regards to your finances, which is going to make you feel more stable, financially stable as well. Because I feel like you may have felt that your finances were a little bit rocky, but there's going to be a career shift, a career move, or there's money that will be coming in. The Hermit card, that 6th house energy, which rules work, hidden enemies. And again, you may have found out that you had a hidden enemy at work, you know, that was jealous of your position. Okay, but there's going to be a renewal in your finances with the Wheel of Fortune. Unexpected money coming in is what I feel. We have impartiality. This is like Libra energy as well. So this is about you having a balance, a clear balance as well, because you wanted to find a balance but not knowing how to, you know, wanting to balance out your finances and being able to, as well as balancing out the mind as well, because you may have felt just burnt out all the time and wondering, how can I actually go towards and strive towards my goals, as well as, you know, how can I gain all this success while maintaining my emotional, spiritual and mental health? Would it be overwhelming? Would I be able to cope? And this is about finding a balance of work and, yeah, with working, but also looking after yourself, because you may have been in the energy of either or, because there's the energy of you knowing that there's no one there that's going to help you. This is something you're going to have to do on your own, and maybe this is due to the fact that people in the past have actually let you down. So this is something that you really want to strive for. You really want to change your life around, and you know that what you're going for is going to be not even a gamble. It's going to require a lot of effort and energy, but it's like, but how will I be mentally? Like, you know, especially if you know some of you could actually be, to me this service card means like looking after yourself, but this is about you finding the balance of looking after yourself whilst going after your goals. This is going to come after you doing that inner work and cutting people off, and also just realizing that people are not there to serve us and help us. We ultimately, yes, they can guide us, but we ultimately have to help ourselves. And this could also mean that you just, I definitely feel, cutting away from people that just revealed a face to you that shocked you, but you may have been, yeah, I feel like you were shocked about their behavior. It saddened you, but it led you to the path that you were supposed to move towards. It saddened you to know that people didn't respect you in the way that you may have wanted to, that in the way that you may have liked them to respect you, or it's made you look at yourself like, is it, you know, they say we treat people the way, we teach people the way we treat us, and that's true. That's partly true, but I feel like you just viewed people the same way that you view yourself, like, you know, parts of yourself in regards to, because I feel like you're going to learn more about yourself. You know that part of yourself, the core of you, is someone that likes to help others, and you could be that person that always fixes other people's problems. You could be the one that always listens to others, gives them advice on where they could go to gain help, and you're just shocked that people are not like that. You're the one that is supportive. You're the one that, you could be that person that empowers their friends or empowers their partners, or, you know, makes their partners feel good, you know, creates something amazing, listens to music, makes jokes, or just being a good positive vibe. And even if you don't have the answers, you make people feel good. and you expected the same, and it didn't work out that way. So it's like, whoa, is there something wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with you. Is everything right with you? It's just that not everyone is the same like you, and it's coming to that realization of you not thinking everyone is like you or everyone is like that. And it is quite hurtful, but it's going to lead you to move away from and towards a new power within yourself, and realizing that, because you may have gone through a fear of, is there something wrong with me? And there's nothing wrong with you. I mean, I've gone through that before. Like, why is people, just because we view the world in a certain way doesn't mean everyone else does. When you do connect with someone that views the world the way you do, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And Spirit is saying you are going to connect with others that view the way that you view the world. But it's for you to move away from people that don't view the world. And it doesn't, I'm not saying it in a conceited way of, oh, you have to view the world the way I view the world. You can't be my friend. It's not like that. Or you can't be my partner. You have to be in alignment somewhat. You have to have the same type of outlook. You know, you can't be somebody that's selfish with someone that is kind, caring and giving, that wants to spread love, and, you know, it's not going to work. So it's about you taking off the rose-colored glasses and seeing people for who they really are. And Spirit will guide you towards people that are your true soul tribe. These people could be creatives like yourself. And there is an energy of you using your creativity, I'm hearing, to inspire, to empower, and maybe to teach, you know, because there's going to be a new discovery of self as well. Discovery of ways in which you can make revenue, money, monetize your talents as well. Some of you could be doing something online, but I feel more so you could be doing teaching, coaching. I don't know, I'm hearing fitness as well. There's something about fitness, but finding your true soul tribe, finding a balance. So again, some of you could be doing something creative as well as something academic, or you could be, ooh, there's a spider, something academic, and learning that you can balance the two. I can still do something academic and make money, and something creative and make money, or I can still study and still make money off a creative, you know, talent that I have. So it's about finding that realization, and the more you discover this, the more you go further and further into learning about this, the more, you know, it's going to enhance your sacral chakra, you know, enhance your creativity, balance. You know, maybe your sacral chakra was blocked and out of balance, and it will be more in balance, right? You could also do sacral chakra meditations as well, but I feel like you will be tapping into your creativity. That's going to, because it could have been blocked because you wasn't focusing on your creativity. There was a lot of repression there. And again, some of you could be going to university, you could be joining something that you need to learn, some sort of education, maybe teaching for some of you, and you will find your soul tribe, and you will find that happiness and gratitude, and you will find like-minded souls, and you will realize the reason why it didn't work out with those people from the past is because they were not of your kind. Part number 2, that was a pleasure to give you that message. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share and subscribe. Peace out.